The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we have with us the Cult Sounds, three of the members of the band at least. How's it going, guys? Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So do you want to just run through quickly who we have here today for everyone?
I'm Ben. I do vocals and lyrics.
I'm Ryan. I play guitar.
And I'm Jordan. I play guitar as well, and whatever else we need in the studio. But live, just guitar.
And you were saying just before we came online that there's a few more people joining the band at the moment.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of lineup changes just because of over the years, things change and people,
especially with COVID.
Yeah, COVID, and people have walking away from music a little bit. So our longtime bassist left the band, but we have a new bassist named Chris, and we have a new keyboard player named Darren. So it's filling out a little bit better on that end, and we're excited to see where things go.
Yeah. It was when we're writing, it's really just the three of us. We want to change that and like have more of like a collaborative effort.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're starting to play shows, like it's impossible to play what we write, just the three of us.
Yeah, sure. Very much.
So we definitely need those key members.
And our show's starting to come back where you guys are?
Slowly.
Our first show in 14 months will be on May 28th, the end of this month.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
You guys are in St. Louis?
correct.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. I think I don't even know what's happening in California at the moment. That's where I am, by the way. Not sure when we're going to get shows starting up again. I haven't heard anything, to be honest.
You guys are still locked down, right? Pretty much.
To some extent, like some things are coming back, like Disneyland's reopening at 33% capacity or something. But I don't know anything about any concerts or festivals just yet.
Yeah, I have. There's no indicator as to how it'll go when things start coming back, but I mean, fingers crossed.
Yeah. We're just excited to be playing a show and playing new songs that we've been sitting on for a while.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The live show, or going to see one, will be in May 9th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, excited. Gonna go see Afghan Haze.
I have a couple tickets lined up for shows in August, but even those like aren't guaranteed. That's like if everything goes exactly according to plan.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing, is everything's gonna take a fucking plan now. Like, you used to be able to just be like, oh, you want to go to a show? Let's go. Fuck it. You know, and now you're like, oh, man.
We'll see how things are in 4
It
months.
just depends on if people get their vaccines and, you know, stay safe up until then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mask it or casket.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, it must be weird for you guys, I was going to say, releasing an album and not having like a tour lined up to promote it.
Yeah, it's weird. Not even. Yeah, we can't even play like a anything like
a big
there's
release show.
really
We can't
not-
do it.
Yeah, other than like online, there's no way to promote stuff in person. There's no way to support it. It's very weird.
Yeah, so we're hoping for a good response when it comes out, but we want to hit the ground running as soon as it comes out and just play as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just to get ears on it, you know.
Yeah.
And for anyone listening, what's the official release date?
It is May 14th. Is
May
it official?
15th.
Oh, nice.
14th, yeah.
Fantastic. And are you guys putting that out? Is it independent or you through a label with that one?
It is independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan mixed and mastered everything. We produced it ourselves, and we're putting it out. Releasing it through DistroKid, so it'll be on all streaming services. But yeah, it's all
Sweet.
That's awesome.
very exciting. We've been sitting on it for so long.
We did get turned down because we were too rock and roll, apparently, for the label, which was awesome.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently,
I guess that's
Too
a good.
raw.
And-
like, you guys like style is like
Yeah.
a new age version of The Cure. I feel like it's good. It's like real. I don't know.
Thank
Raw.
you.
Raw isn't what I would consider you guys. You know.
Yeah, apparently, if you're a goth rock band, you can't rock. So we don't
Oh boy.
consider ourselves a goth rock band anymore. We just call ourselves a dark rock band.
Yeah. It fits. It really fits. It's really good, man.
Thanks.
Awesome.
I kind of feel like a lot of the like the gothic stuff that's been coming out lately is sort of intertwined with shoegaze. It's more like music to stare at your feet from.
Yeah, that's kind of the opposite of what we were going for. We want people to.
We want it to be a big thing.
Big production.
We want people to jump around at our shows and get excited and not. We don't want you to stare at your shoes. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. I was listening to a lot of your singles today. Like I feel like I don't know. Everything's really good, man. Like,
thank you.
You guys could pump out like a really lively show. Like, I think it'd be really fun.
I think it'll be really, really lively when we finally get back out there after more than a year of not performing. There's so much pent up energy.
Yeah, I plan on going nuts.
Yeah, same here. Luckily, I mean, if around the area we're known for a very energetic and energetic live show,
and we play with a lot of like hardcore bands, which like right there you've got people wanting to fist fight in the crowd. So that's
like, I'm gonna swing my arms this way, and if you get in my way, it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
But yeah, we are definitely known for like our live show a little bit, just because we dress up, we wear makeup, we have like fog machines, lights, candles, stuff, because we want to like have fun with it and put in like a little bit of a theatrical spin to the live show and give somebody who's in the audience who may have never heard of us or cared at first to be like, oh, okay, I want to take notice of this.
Yeah. Even if you don't like it, you got something to look at.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I just realized, Brendan, you haven't actually heard the upcoming album. I think it's only I have access to that download code that got sent through. Is that right?
Yeah, I haven't heard it. The last, so I listened to basically everything that's on their Bandcamp today, or your Bandcamp, I should say. Oh, nice. And I probably listened to Rhiannon probably like 30 times today. My wife was like, I was like, check this out. I'm interviewing these guys, and usually like she doesn't really like a lot of the bands that we like, normally listen to and get down with and this and that. And she's just like, oh my God. And I'm like, bonus points if you know who it is, like who the original was, and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, it was funny. It was like Fleetwood Mac, and she's like, I'm like, yep, you got it. You finally got it. Yeah, let's go. Awesome.
That's a big influence. We've never gotten to do that one live, and I would love to.
Dude, I bet you people would, I'd lose my shit. Be like, yeah, let's do this. Sing right along, like.
Very honest.
You guys have a lot of like really sing alongable songs. You know what I mean? I totally get why you play with hardcore bands.
And I think our music has like a punk energy to it too. So
definitely
it works. And there's no goth bands in St. Louis really. So it's like kind of we're playing with metal bands and we're playing with hardcore bands.
Our own little niche,
and it's like, well,
fit in with different groups.
Yeah,
we don't really turn down shows either.
Yeah, it's funny. I was actually going to ask you about that. That was something I have to ask them. How many other goth bands are there in St. Louis, Missouri?
There's maybe one other group that I'm aware of, but I think they've popped up like
they've never
during
played a
quarantine. Yeah, so we've never seen them live, but yeah, we've pretty much been it. And I don't even.
Who are you thinking of?
20%.
Yeah, they're not even like a goth. They're like an e-boyish like pop band that does like kind of uses the dark atmosphere thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's very like TikTok friendly type of stuff.
I hate people.
Like nothing against that. It's just not what we do. So I don't know if it would work on a bill together, but
we share.
Yeah, we share aesthetic.
Definitely, they're vampires and shit.
Oh, Gary Roberts band.
They're like post-punk. They sound like Sisters of Mercy with a little bit of 70s.
They
like
definitely
punk.
got some goth influences.
Yeah.
Like Lou Reed and
all right.
Yeah, and a little bit off.
Yeah, Gary Robert and Community is a great one. We played, I think our first show, we played, second show maybe, we played with them, and he's been around. He's in his 60s, and he's still out there fucking rocking.
Yeah, he's been doing it since like goth was like a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Cape Girardeau, I think, right?
Yeah. They're great.
Which is about 40 minutes, 50 minutes south of us.
No.
Whoops. Sorry, that was my...
Yeah, play it along, man. Like, give us a little something.
You know what? It's funny. The person who actually put me onto your music was Hyde Tepes from Carry On. He's a huge fan of you guys.
Yeah,
Hyde's a great dude.
He's championed us for a while.
Yeah, ever since our first EP, ever since he got a hold of it. I don't know how he found it. Oh, I think he told me that he just found us like in the new like releases on Bandcamp, and ever since then he's been sending it to like everybody he possibly can.
Yeah, it's great.
But so that's he's been a huge champion of our music, and he shares the same philosophy as us, where it's like goth music can rock. You know, post-punk doesn't have to be the jangly single note guitar lines and like synthy reverby stuff that's just trying to be Joy Division all the time. Like you can do it's like if you think about the original goth stuff, all of it was wildly different.
Sure,
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think about goth music, I think like industrial goth.
Well, that's an influence on us for sure.
Influence, definitely. 9 Inch Nails and Depeche Mode and Ministry.
Rammstein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that early Ministry stuff was super gothy. All the way up till I want to say, was it the Psalm album?
Yeah.
Then it started getting a bit heavier, but right up until there, it was all pretty gothic.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I would never call our stuff industrial, but there's flavors of industrial, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call our stuff goth most of the time. I think that's a good way to describe it. There's flavors of a lot of different things in our music, but we try not to stick to one.
I kind of feel like that, like Anatomy of a Car Crash, like like hit that note, like what you guys are talking about a little bit, you know, like just something about it. It's good, man. It's catchy tune too.
That's
That's
been
a big fan favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our show.
We end our shows with that.
Yeah, people love that song.
Yeah, I can see it. Dude, you should just close out a show with Rhiannon one night, and people just like orgasms that will be everywhere.
Yeah. That's all we want. Just calm.
Get a mop the plan.
You have to mop the floor. Yeah, man, you should do that. I think that'd be awesome. At least if I could ever get out there and see you guys, you should do that.
We, you know what? It's a deal. If you ever come out or we're ever out there, we're playing that song for you.
Fuck yeah.
I think we've only played one of our covers live, and it was Bela Lugosi's "Dead."
Yeah.
We played that one twice.
We played Helena. We didn't really play that one.
Oh yeah, we did play Helena by My Chemical Romance.
Right, when My Chemical Romance was supposed to come back, and everybody was
we just
so
did it for
excited.
fun. But yeah, of the songs that we've released, we've only done that one. I would love to do our Bowie cover though, for sure.
That would be
That's I'm Afraid of Americans, right?
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys picked some pretty cool covers, some very diverse stuff. I guess it kind of shows your influences because you kind of take a lot of influence from all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, well, we all listen to so much different music, and like we all grew up on a lot of different stuff. So I mean, when we write a song, I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but I never think like what the style will be when we first start a song. It's always like the song is gonna form itself somehow.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're choosing a cover song too, like we could obviously cover a song by The Cure or Depeche Mode very easily, but it's just more fun and more challenging, I think, to like pick something a little out of left field.
Yeah, and add like a
Yeah.
Like make it sound like us instead of finding a song that already does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like, I mean, that makes a cover way more exciting than here's a band that sounds like you. I'm going to play a song similar to mine.
Yeah, that's what I do from other bands who do covers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're gonna do a cover of it, why do a sound alike? Like do something that
Yeah, dude. It's got to be your own spin. Like, come on. Like, yeah, dude. Bravo
There's
for that. Like, for real.
Thank you.
There's a couple of like extreme metal bands out there that do cover like really unusual stuff, and I always find those covers to be like so much fun. Like sometimes Behemoth does some pretty weird stuff like that, and same with Vader. They do some pretty unusual cover stuff, which I don't know. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun because it's like a completely new spin on the classic song.
Yeah, like they used to put out covers all the time with in their albums. They covered a Seals and Crofts song.
Yeah, and they did Cinnamon Girl by Neil Young.
Yeah, just like crazy out of left field.
Yeah, and they did a Beatles medley on one album. So yeah, I mean, like, if anything, we're taking after them, or it's like, okay, let's pick a song that would never come out of us, but let's make it sound.
Yeah, I remember like back in the day, Earth Crisis did "Sunshine of Your Love" live, and you're just like, what? Like, what is this? This is amazing.
Prog song, and they're a straight edge band. They're like the straight edge band.
Yeah.
So, question for you guys: how did the band come to be? How did you all meet each other?
We met
2012.
yeah, like 8 years ago, I guess. In college.
We all went to the same school. Ben and I were college roommates, and then Jordan was in the film department at Webster University, and he used Ben for a lot of his movies, and that's how the three of us kind of came together.
Yeah, we just started smoking weed in Ryan's room and listening to doom metal, so that's how we started our friendship.
Bravo.
And then we would just like stay up all night watching horror movies.
Yeah.
And
so talked for like years about, we should start a band, we should do this. And Jordan and I tried a million times and it never worked out. And then Ryan finally picked up a guitar and.
Yeah, I didn't even play an instrument when I met these guys.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I've been playing guitar since 2014, 15, something like that.
Wow.
So it took a long time, but I mean, it's been 3 years now since we started this, and it was just a studio project originally. Just had a couple tracks, and we recorded Bela Lugosi's Dead, that cover that we put out for Halloween in 2018, and it was just going to be a one-off kind of thing. Like we were just like, oh, this will be fun, and the songs were just good enough that when we kept listening to them, we were like, we should do this. We should play these live. We should actually finish these. And so it just kind of grew from there. It was just for once we weren't actually trying to start anything, and it kind of grew organically. So that's I don't know. It's very cool.
So the moral of the story is don't try to do anything.
Don't try anything. Give up.
Happen.
It's kind of cool that like you guys were friends for so long before the band started, because that probably sets a pretty good foundation.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We definitely we kind of have an unspoken language where, I mean, we know each other's influences, we know each other's like what one person's gonna like or not like, or kind of makes it a lot easier working together where we don't have to explain ourselves all the time to each other. It kind of is just.
I think that's why the songwriting process has been so seamless for the three of us, because it's just, I mean, sometimes we'll literally write a song from the back in maybe like a couple of hours, just because we're on the same wavelength so much.
Yeah.
Right. Like you have different influences, but there's a lot of core stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I guess the other moral of your story is you should definitely smoke weed in college with some guys who watch horror movies and make some great music out of it.
Amazing bands. And then thank Halloween and like, fuck yeah, Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
Because I definitely did that in college, but no band came out of the situation. But that may be because I have no musical talent. That's why I write about music instead of playing it.
We're lucky.
I remember a buddy of mine in high school had a skateboard, and he carved into the grip tape, Bela Lugosi is Dead on it. And
we figured, the first goth song ever would be the perfect way to start off our band's career.
Yeah. There's a couple. There's a fan-made music video on YouTube to that song.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah, some guy in Greece, he took footage from the 1931 Todd Browning Dracula film with Bela Lugosi, and he cut together a music video using footage from that and sent it to us one day. And he's just like a fan from like Athens, Greece. We have like a pretty significant listenership in Athens, and I don't know why or how.
Music comes out of Greece. Yeah. I have their musical tastes.
Yeah, Rotting Christ is from there.
That's right.
Oh yeah, great band.
There's some good bands. Isn't 1,000 Mods out from there too? I feel like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They actually have, in the last, I don't know, decade or so, become like an absolute hub of like stoner doom stuff out of nowhere.
Them in Poland, like
that. So we had a lot of like Athens, Greece bands on playlists that we had listened to in Ryan's dorm room.
That's pretty awesome. So I was going to ask, your sound has definitely been changing for a little while now. I mean, everything you bring out kind of shifts a little bit of a different direction. Is it sort of a natural progression, or do you have a vision of where you want to go with the band, or is it just something that kind of flows?
It just kind of happens, I think.
Yeah.
It's just like we were saying, there's influences from so many different places from all three of us. I think it just kind of comes out in whatever we're doing at the time. We've got some new stuff that's like almost country and western sounding. We were listening to a lot of the Eagles recently, and like it just kind of happens organically. I don't think we really set out to be like, this is what we want this album to sound like or this song. It's just whatever it is.
Yeah, I find something like weird with us is like we'll get into like spells where we'll write certain types of songs for like a period of time. If you would have asked us a year ago or a little more than a year ago about this album, we would have said, "Oh yeah, it's done." And it would have looked completely different because we ended up not scrapping, but moving songs around and like keeping some songs for a different release that just like kind of didn't work with the album, but we really loved. And I think the pandemic secretly was like awesome for this record because it gave us a lot of time to go back and refine and find some old songs that we maybe forgot about, like the Seventh Seal, the third single. That was a lost song. None of us recalled ever working on it or starting it.
Yeah, I read that actually. Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, man, and it's a good tune. You guys gotta like have a little B-sides and rarities just called exits. You know.
Yeah, we're working already. We're working on a follow up to that album, and it's mostly at the moment based off of songs that we just pulled off of the earlier final, quote unquote, final version of Death of a Star. That we're just going to build from there, and because we've got so many tracks.
That's awesome. And that's definitely one of the things that COVID, I mean, there's been a lot of negatives from COVID, but I guess the plus side is just the amount of musical output that's happened in the last, I don't know, 14 months, 15 months.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
Yeah. Last year was like the bloom of like death metal, like, and like just sludge, you know, and now it's like moved on to like projects like this, you know. It's like, it's an amazing evolution.
I mean, it's terrible for live music. Obviously, it's really hurt bands in that way. But as far as actual releases go, I mean, bands have had more time than they've ever had, I guess, to work on putting stuff out. Because normally they'd be touring and playing gigs and stuff, so they just had to focus on writing. So I'm not sure if that's the same experience for you guys during COVID. Probably has been.
It's given us nothing but time to be creative and create. And Ben, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying I don't think this album would be the same at all if we hadn't had that time. It would have been a totally different thing.
I don't think it would have been as good either.
No,
because somehow we've ended up with 11 songs that completely work together.
Yeah. And on the other side of the same coin, it's like there can almost be too much time where like you listen to a song over and over again and you start to second guess yourself.
That's true. That's very true.
Maybe this should be a E flat instead of an E, or
I really love
start to micromanage your songs.
Yeah, I love.
Oh, that's the worst.
But I'm like I've had to stop listening to it because even now that it's like it's definitely totally finished and we've got a release date and everything. If I go back and listen to it too much, I'm like that could come down a little bit. Oh, that noted. So I'm ready to move on.
Just have to pull the trigger and be like, all right, it is what it is. I'm sending it off right now.
Shut the door behind yourself and start on the next thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're going to have one of those Tool situations where it was how long? Like 15, 17 years or something between albums?
Yeah. Or it'll be like the original Star Wars trilogy and we'll just keep going back and changing it.
Right.
Well, this was the prequel to the sequel to the
We'll have the special editions for the Death of a Star, and then once we do a Blu-ray release of it, we'll change it again.
We'll just be adding weird sound effects
animals
out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Darth Vader will say no at the end of Return of the Jedi and
a police siren in the middle of the song.
Yeah, it'll be awful. I love it.
I can do like the Zack Snyder cut type thing where you just say, this isn't actually what I meant to put out. This is what I'm going to put out now.
God, I hope we never get compared to Zack Snyder.
Oh, boy.
Have any of you guys watched that yet?
Fuck no.
No, I don't care to watch it.
Give a shit.
No, me either. I have no desire to watch it.
I saw Batman vs Superman, and that was enough. That was fucking stupid. So I didn't.
Oh, I watched it too, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I'd rather just watch like the smash action, you know, Marvel Universe stuff. Like, I don't know, man.
I just don't care. Like, you know, it's like I see, like, I'm watching the movie and I'm like,
15 years watching superhero movies. Just give me something different.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck about superheroes. Like, they're like, oh, we might have a new Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. because
should do another like Sin City kind of thing, or I don't know, man. Like,
or just give me something fucking original.
Yeah.
Something that's not based on anything.
I actually thought that those like Netflix series they put out were actually like a bit more original than some of the movies they were making. The ones with like Daredevil and Punisher and all that. They were a bit grittier and darker, and they had a bit more soul to them.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, Daredevil was great, and then they can't.
It was really good.
The sci-fi show Travelers right now. That's pretty fun.
I've never seen that.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. Yeah, like sci-fi. Check it out.
I actually just watched a really good superhero series, completely separate of all those ones. It was from the maker of The Walking Dead, and it was an animated series called Invincible. Have you heard of that?
I've heard. I've never seen it.
No.
It's on Amazon Prime. And like my wife is super into anime and cartoons. He's an artist and all that. And he kept telling me to watch it. I'm not like the biggest guy on like anime and stuff like that, but I watched it and it was absolutely phenomenal. It's like it's kind of loosely based on, I guess, the DC universe, like some of the characters you can see where they got ideas from, but it's insanely graphically violent. And like not all the time, so it's not excessive, but when it happens, you're like, holy shit. There's a part when I was like, I stood up from my chair and I was like, I can't believe I just saw that in the cartoon. But yeah, no, it's good. I recommend it. So you guys were saying before that you listen to a lot of Eagles at the moment. What else have you got spending? What's on the playlist at the moment?
Yeah, I was what are your favorite bands?
At the moment or of all time?
Both.
You can do both. Yeah, man.
That's tough.
Queens of the Stone Age is a really big one for me.
Yeah, I've been listening to them a lot lately, just these past couple days.
Jordan just got an AFI tattoo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, AFI
Nice.
is my favorite
Yeah,
band.
just look at Jordan's arm and you'll see all his
AFI.
That's true.
Alkaline Trio, Every Time I Die,
Ghost.
Yeah, Every Time I Die.
I love that band.
They're fun, man. Do you see their live show they did?
Oh, the
Yeah, not live show, but like over the little fundraiser thing they did. And that was pretty fun.
That was hilarious, and I bought one of the shirts. I had to.
Like, hey, what's up? Every time I drive.
Alice Cooper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie's one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely.
Like I said, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac.
Been listening to
Yeah, man. You guys got to close that night out. I can't wait to do it. I'm going to be there.
Listen to Al Green lately too. He came out with a new song recently, and it's
Al Green?
Yeah, I fucking love Al Green.
He did my wife's and I. That's like our song.
Which one?
Let's Stay Together.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, man. That's like our tune.
That's awesome.
I'm a big fan of the album I'm Still in Love with You. That's such a fucking great album.
Like top albums of all time.
The way he covers For the Good Times is incredible. The way he turns that like short, like 3.5 minute somber country ballad into like a 5.5 minute like sexy masterpiece. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I love Al Green. Yeah. He's always been my favorite soul singer. I love Stevie Wonder. I love Marvin Gaye and like Donny Hathaway and stuff. But Al Green's he's the man.
Yeah, dude, he really is.
And you gotta talk about BT Bam, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys ever scared to me?
That is a fun band, man. I haven't seen them live, but I would love to see them live. I think.
I've seen them like 5 times. I'm gonna see them twice over the summer.
My buddy, one of my best friends, like growing up, middle school kid age, lives in North Carolina. And he's always like, "BT Bam, let's go! BT Bam, let's go!" I'm like, "Oh my god, fuck!" Yeah, but yeah, I live in Connecticut, so it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's Ryan's favorite band. He gets a hard on for them so good, like so hard.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
It's fun. They're such a fun band, man.
They're awesome.
Really are, dude. They're so talented. They just throw it out of nowhere, like.
Yeah, I think I've seen them live twice at festivals. Just because I have a lot of friends that are super into them, and they were. I'm not like I have nothing against them. I never got into them. It's just not my thing. But a lot of my friends are super into them.
Yeah.
It's not easy listening.
And
I'm not.
I love that album Colors, man. That was so good.
Yeah. I'm the least metalhead out of the group, and like I can get down. Colors is great. They're a really fun band.
Yeah, if you listen long enough, they'll play something for at least like 30 seconds that you might like.
Ryan's song that she likes by them, doesn't she? Didn't you say she was?
Oh, Desert of Song. Yeah,
Yeah,
like their
the acoustic one.
acoustic
Yeah,
country-esque song.
They got songs for your mom.
So do we, apparently.
Yeah.
Your
She
mom
loves our
loves Relinquished a lot.
Yeah,
the last track on the record.
Ryan's mom is a big fan.
My parents don't like all of our music, but they really love Pale White Horses and they love Relinquished. The rest of it, they're like, oh, it's pretty good.
Why do you have to sing about the devil so much? Everything okay at home, Jordan?
So that was lately the new listen to we went through, or was that all time we were going through just then?
All time. I mean, like AFI for sure. David Bowie.
I can't, man.
It's hard because I don't want to leave anybody out. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf's fantastic. I love Meatloaf.
Anything Jim Steinman's done.
The sandwich or the singer?
I prefer the singer. The sandwich is all right.
I don't like Meatloaf the meat very much.
I love a good meatloaf.
It's gross.
Tenacious D, the best band.
They're fun.
I just made my wife watch that movie for the first time. She hadn't seen it, and she's like, "This is so stupid." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the point. It is meant to be really dumb."
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Greatest of all time bands. Dark Throne.
There you go.
Death. Morbid Angel.
Stone Jesus.
Stone Jesus.
Jesus.
Well, actually,
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Miles Davis, John Coltrane,
List shit.
Mhm.
Days.
Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, Patsy Cline.
Yeah, Jordan's got a big.
Ornette Coleman there.
Nazareth.
The Beatles.
Yeah, the
are
Beatles.
Like, the Beatles are like my religion. I mean, that's what I was raised on.
What era?
Dude, everything they ever wrote was phenomenal. I mean, I'll give you the first couple of albums when it was all just covers, whatever. But like, at least Help Through Abbey Road. I mean, is just.
I like the like My Guitar Tenderly Weeps, like that era.
White Album is fantastic.
Yeah.
I have the White Album on vinyl from my mom.
Nice.
I'm a rubber.
She wrote her name all over it, so I'm like, great.
That's
She's
like
like, well, I didn't want anyone to take it. You're like, what? Ma, you don't know what you were doing back then.
I kind of think like that they definitely have one of the most diverse catalogs of any band ever. Like if you listen to everything they did, their sound just never stays the same ever.
They invented the wheel. They created the wheel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moody Blues.
The Moody Blues are awesome.
Moody
Fantastic.
So good.
Moody
Yeah, I picked up.
really played a big role in two of the songs on the new album, Relinquished and Pale White Horses.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome. I actually just picked up a Moody Blues vinyl for like $6 the other day.
Which one?
Which one?
It was. Let me check 1 second. It was. I think it was the last really good quality album they put out. Seven Sojourn.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was really hoping I could pick up like Days of Future Past or In Search of a Lost Chord or Question of Balance. Those three are my favorite. But
Question of
yeah,
Balance.
Seven Sojourn is good too.
Actually, Question of Balance was that the song that had like a lyric in it that you like kind of changed but like used in Relinquished?
No. That was from Manfred Mann. That was from Manfred Mann's Earth Band. That's the final track off of
Angel Station.
Angel Station. And it's Waiting for the Rain, and it's
That's
kind of it's very similar to the end of that song, but it was kind of a little tribute to that.
Nice. I've been digging ELO lately.
Oh,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
fuck
Yes.
yeah. ELO's so good. They're underrated. Fuck, dude. I love ELO so much.
Yeah, my dad got me into those guys, and like I fucking love them. They're so good.
Merciful Fate.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. Slayer.
UFO.
UFO, yeah.
UFO is great.
Yeah, some of the best guitar playing ever.
Sepultura.
Scorpions.
Nice.
Scorpions.
Scorpions.
Like 70 Scorpions, like
It's really
had
good.
some,
I didn't know.
had some great rock and roll swagger back in the day.
Yeah, they were great back then.
What was that album of theirs that has the dude on the front? It's all in white. Blackout.
Yeah, Blackout.
Blackout, yeah.
That's a fantastic album.
Yeah, that's a great one. And honestly, everything they did up until Love at First Sting is great.
That's a great album. What are you
Yeah, I know.
saying
That,
up through.
up through it.
oh, okay. I thought you said up until.
It's okay.
That was like 84, 85 or something, right?
Yeah. After that, it's fine.
I've actually been completely obsessed in the last few weeks just with Jethro Tull. I've just been working my way back through their catalog again. It's been so long.
Dude, Jethro Tull was so good. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was about to say, my dad, when I turned 18, brought me to see him live, and it was so fucking cool.
Jethro Tull, I own like all their albums on vinyl, and I really only like them when I'm high.
Okay.
Like I'm really to Jethro Tull a lot when I do an edible or I smoke weed, but after that I'm just like, they're fine. But like for a while,
I was definitely high.
For a while in college, we did vinyl night where we would just like the three of us would get together and like pick records out, and we would like drink red wine and smoke weed because we thought we were really cool, and we still do the same things. Yeah. So for a while, it was like that was like my time to where I was like, I really need to get into more prog rock. So I bought S records. I bought a bunch of Jethro Tull. Kansas. Yeah, the
Kansas.
Fucking masterpiece. That whole album's great.
I saw them live like 2 or 3 years ago, and it only cost us like $40 or something stupid. I'm like, no way. It's like $40 to see Kansas.
Yeah.
I saw them years ago at this thing called Rib America, which is really weird that they were playing that, but it was awesome.
All those boomers have money.
Yeah, I know.
Greatest of all,
sorry.
Zeppelin, obviously.
I think we said that, but yeah, for sure.
Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
Rolling Stones. I really love the Rolling Stones.
Aerosmith.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Aerosmith when they were like swaggery and nasty. Did you listen to Rocks?
Yes,
that's the best.
Yeah. Best. I have a bunch of their albums from my mom too on vinyl.
Dude, they were killer.
Toys in the Attic I have on vinyl.
That's a great album.
Yeah, man, I got it.
The two.
She was like, "Oh, I saw them live when they were just playing at a high school." I was like, "What? That's awesome."
Yeah,
time to go to bed.
I mean,
yeah.
60s and 70s prog rock is some of the best music of all time. I mean,
like classic.
Yeah, man.
He said prog rock. Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, I thought you said hard rock.
Oh, no. Sorry, it's a bit of a bad connection right now. You guys are kind of cutting out and think I might be as well. Can you hear me now?
The progressive rock band Kiss.
They put out a progressive rock album.
Yeah, it was a awesome new band, Stone Rebel. Check those guys out if you haven't. I think you guys would all really dig them.
Who?
Stone Rebel.
Stone Rebel. I don't think I know them.
Yeah, check them out. I think you'd really enjoy.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
But as we haven't talked a lot about goth bands.
No.
No, I love Typo Negative, The Cure.
I think where our sound kind of comes from is like it stems from like how we want to like be perceived in like a live setting. Like Alice Cooper, like a huge influence on all three of us.
Yeah.
Just, we don't share a lot of common ground, but like that common ground that we do share is like bands like that, like Alice Cooper and Manson, Rammstein, and
Tribulation,
like just like dark atmosphere stuff like that.
Yeah. The thing
I like Bauhaus.
Apply anything to our sound, but when we put it through the blender, it's usually dark.
It's real dark.
Yeah.
It's dark.
We got a lot of problems.
What's your favorite horror movie besides, obviously Bela Lugosi?
Favorite horror movie? Oh,
that's gonna be one for Jordan. I would, off the top of my head, I would say The Witch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good one. Like when it comes to horror,
that was the newer one, right? With about the
Robert
that person that moved way out of town with our family and the goat killed everybody.
When it comes to horror, like it can either be like really serious and really well made, and I like that, or it can just be like the dumbest shit ever. Like Evil Dead 2.
I find it really hard to find a horror movie that's like genuinely scary.
Uh-huh.
The Witch really did that well because it's just not like just pure tension for 2 hours. You're just waiting for something. Something's gonna happen.
Looking at the fucking tree line.
Yeah.
He paid such attention to detail that like you can't help but like feel like you're actually there. But what's happening is actually happening.
Absolutely. For serious horror is like really just dreadful, tense, brooding, slow atmospheric horror.
But on the other end of the spectrum, there is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Yeah.
which is a masterpiece of just
one of the campiest pieces of shit ever made.
It's amazing. We really like watching really shitty horror movies. Like that's one of our things. We loved watching, watching a Danzig movie, Veronica.
Oh my god.
That was so fucking bad. I made a better movie than Glenn Danzig did.
There's a 15-minute scene of just a stripper dancing.
Yeah, he just ran out of things to film, and he was like, "All right, let's just film these. I got this strip club for the day. Let's film the strippers." Yeah. The girls dancing.
And see, the thing is, like, I don't know if Glenn Danzig is self-aware.
No, he's not.
Seriously.
Yeah,
He thought it was really good. Like,
I think he takes it because he takes himself so seriously. And I love Glenn Danzig.
Me too.
I love the Misfits, and I love Danzig's solo career up into a point. But like, he takes himself so.
Danzig the man.
Got a lot because he takes himself too fucking seriously.
So Danzig is a topic I can talk about for quite some time. I'm a little bit obsessed with him in like a semi-ironic way. But
the same here.
Do you remember when his account got hacked? Like 3 years ago?
Yes, and he talked about like coming on himself and stuff.
Yeah, and like the account hack was like the dumbest shit ever. They posted literally the dumbest shit they could think of. But the funniest part was his reaction to it was just like, I will find you and I will kill you. Like, you know who I am? Like
he was like so serious. He was like, I do not eat my own cum.
Like, no, that is not
It's
true.
like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was actually like justifying it by going through and like countering everything they said. It's like, obviously you don't eat your own cum. Like,
We know you don't.
But now I'm kind of wondering if he does.
Yeah.
We know, guy. It's funny, there's a headline recently that was circulating that was like, Glenn Danzig's girlfriend says he hates the memes about him, which is amazing to me.
That's a sure.
I remember not too long ago reading this article on Hard Times about how the kids lost their baseball in old Glenn Dig. They won't go back and get it because he's too scary. And this is like...
They don't want to buy a haunted pile of bricks that's in his property.
oh yeah, I remember that story about the bricks in the yard and how he wouldn't clean them up.
That's such a crazy, like that story is bizarre to where like Danzig just had like a pallet of bricks in his front yard.
Yeah.
Months.
What the fuck is
Nobody
going on there?
saw him do anything with them, and people complained. And one day apparently he was outside angrily picking up, like throwing away the bricks, like yelling about it. He's like, "Here I am! I'm throwing away my fucking bricks."
He was probably gonna like start like a summer project, like he was gonna like build a box or something, and he just never got around to it.
Glenn wanted to show a sensitive side and build a
nice
birdhouse.
patio, yeah.
But
He's like wanted to build a
Effort.
patio.
Throw it in the garbage.
And do you guys remember that website that used to be around called Fried Chicken and Metal?
no, I don't.
I don't remember
This
that
was
at
like
all.
years ago. I think it was like 2010, 11. It was like the original Hard Times, way before the Hard Times existed. And they had a whole article about Danzig, and it was all like stats about him, like what his power level was, and like how many hit points he had and stuff. It was pretty funny.
D&D character.
Yeah, it was like Danzig is like a level 6 immortal. He has like 1,000 hit points and 100 HP. It was so funny, man.
5'3".
I always pick Danzig in Mortal Kombat.
He is 138.
He's 138, but he is only 5'3".
And then there was that time he got knocked out by a fan at his own concert.
Yeah, by the guy from Northside Kings or whatever.
Oh boy, I don't remember that at all. That's funny.
That's because they were a shitty no-name hardcore band that no one cares about.
But he
Yeah.
due to the fight, didn't he?
He
was like starting it and was like, come on. And the dude hit him and knocked him on his ass.
Knocked a 50-year-old man over. Like, what do you?
Oh Jesus.
I'll punch him.
Well, no, when it's like Chris Barnes fighting the dudes over a fucking cattle decapitation because they have better merch.
I remember reading that story and I'm like, Chris Barnes is a fucking clown.
Chris Barnes, man, that King hit thing he did with Travis Ryan.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like.
I'm friends with Travis on Facebook, and I remember him posting about that, and it was so funny.
You're like, are you serious? Like, is this serious? Like, what? What? Like, this can't be real. I thought it was Hard Times. You know what I mean? You're like, no, this is really happening.
Chris Barnes is just mad that 6 Feet Under is one of the worst bands that's ever existed.
That new album, man. The vocals on that is just, oh my God.
I didn't bother.
I checked it out just because I heard that he turned off the comments and all of the videos from it.
Oh my.
Yep. Yeah, he
I
did.
stopped paying attention to them after they started doing AC/DC covers that were literally just AC/DC, and then him doing death growls over it.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, fuck this. Because that first 6 Feet Under record is okay. It just sounds like watered down corpse.
Yeah.
We're talking about how stupid Chris Barnes is and how terrible 6 Feet Under is. Like, you don't like Cannibal Corpse either, so
I like a few of their songs.
Their new album is pretty fucking tight.
it is actually.
Got some fucking rippers on there, man.
You know who released a good album too that I didn't expect was Cattle Decapitation a couple of years ago.
Which one? Monolith or the other one?
The most recent one. I can't. It's a long title. I can't remember it.
World Atlas?
Yeah, something like he's like that's the cover. He's like holding up the globe or something.
Oh yeah, World Atlas. I think is the name
something
of it.
like that.
Yeah, that one's good.
You guys like Cradle of Filth?
Hey, I mean, they get shit on a lot, but they honestly have some decent music. I'm going to say it. I'm not ashamed to say I like some Cradle of Filth songs.
I really like Cradle of Filth. Yeah, they get a bad rap, but
I agree.
They're middle.
But they're one of those bands that like really help get people into music. You know what I mean? Like they're one of those bands that they're kind of accessible for people who want to find out what black metal is about, but they can't handle straight. You're not going to show someone like Gorgoroth straight away when you're trying to get them into black metal.
It's so over the top ridiculous that like it's easy to get into it kind of loud.
Yeah. It's like kind of melodic and catchy and fun.
Yeah, and they're also like they have a gothic sensibility to it with melody and stuff like that, which is cool. But yeah, they were kind of my gateway to black metal, I guess. Now that I think about it, yeah. Which I mean, I really like black metal music, and Ryan and I have some black metal music that we wrote that we haven't done anything with. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Have you guys heard of a White Ward?
Well, what was it? Sorry.
White Ward.
White Ward. You guys ever heard of them?
No.
Oh, you should check them out because like
they're so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's wild.
A lot of like whenever I'm like stuck on a guitar part or something, I'll listen to them and just like the simplicity and just like beauty of like what they're able to do with their music is really great.
It's really aggressive
melodic black metal
with a lot of atmosphere. But then they have
I am following them. I was about to say. I think I don't want to say it. Like out of Ukraine.
Yes. Yeah.
I am following them.
And then their last record, it was like film noir music. It was really fucking cool.
Well, one of my favorite bands.
Love, Exchange, and Failure. I have it in my wish list. Yeah.
They're so good. I can't recommend them enough. Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, I gotta pay a little more attention to them. I have it there.
Them and Tribulation like got me really back into black metal.
Yeah, as far as black metal goes, like melody is like key for me. Like if it's just
for sure.
Yeah.
Would you consider Tribulation black metal?
Like
it's like black and roll.
Black and roll.
Yeah, black and roll is really good too.
It's a fun genre.
It's like black goth rock now.
That's what I love about Satyricon, like the latest Satyricon stuff. I think their stuff is super catchy and fun and melodic. Like I know that black metal is not meant to be fun, but it's fun.
I like my black metal to be fun.
Yeah.
I like my black metal to be like kind of shoegazy, like spacey, like I don't want it to sound, honestly, I know it's kind of weird, but I don't want it to sound like it came out of a tin can in a basement bathroom.
That's what turns me off to a lot of like old those Norwegian bands.
You like Dark Throne?
Not really.
See, I like Dark Throne. I don't think their production is unlistenable though. Like if you go back to some of the other stuff, some of the other shit's unlistenable. And
check out
do you like the
cover of Reaper by Dark Throne. It will fucking blow your nuts off.
Do you like the like pre-FOAD Dark Throne or post-FOAD when they got the punk stuff going on?
I like Soulside Journey. That's a cool death metal record. But then the Unholy Trinity's like the best. Panzerfaust is really fucking cool. What's the one after that? Total Death?
I think so.
That one's really good. After that, I don't care about anything they did until Tundra Leech.
Okay.
What's the name of that one? Tundra Leech or something like that? Arctic something.
Arctic Tundra?
Yeah, Arctic.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Tundra Leech.
Yeah, Arctic Thunder, the one from 2016.
That one's cool. I like that one.
That one was good. And if you listen to Old Star, I actually really liked Old Star.
I listened to it once. I need to revisit it.
It's actually kind of doomy. Like if you just take it, like, don't think of it as, because the thing with Darkthrone, you can't always think of them as being Darkthrone. They play around with their sound so much that it's like it kind of changes all the time. But Old Star, there's some really like fuzzy, groovy riffs in that one.
I'll have to check that out because I never gave it much of a chance. I just have a hard time with some of the stuff. Like, I don't like their clean vocals at all.
Right. Yeah, I know. I absolutely hate that stuff from like Circle the Wagons and stuff. That was not great. But listen to a song from it called, I think it's Elfman. Yeah, Elfman. Check that one out. I think it's track 4 when you get a chance.
Danny Elfman?
No, ALP, like Elf, like Swiss Alps.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Actually, weirdly enough, I think black metal played a part in like some of the new songs on the record, like melodically, like our parts.
Oh yeah, it's interwoven within a lot of stuff I do because like a lot of black metal like guitar parts like they can be very simple but very.
Yeah, there's a song near the end that has a very black metal like blast section.
Tremolo picking and blast beats for like 10 seconds and then.
Which is weird that we did
into like a really calm like
right after like an Eagles inspired ballad.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense in context, guys.
Yeah. Have you guys ever checked out MSW or Hell?
Hell, yes.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really good.
Stuff's pretty abrasive.
Yeah.
It's very abrasive, yeah.
But it's also like so like I don't know. It's layered, man. It's really good.
That Body Void album that came out last week is pretty abrasive too.
Oh, that's some major sludge though. Like I don't consider it black metal, but yeah, dude. Like
no, it's not black metal. It's like sludge, noise, power violence.
So
that album's intense.
It's funny you mentioned Body Void. Ryan and I tried before the Cult Sounds. After Ben and I tried a bunch of bands, Ryan and I tried to start a death metal band called Alder, and we were supposed to play with Body Void.
Huh.
So I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, they just dropped a new album last week.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's so good. It's like
it's pretty good.
It sounds like them. They're true to their sound, and they just like it's like crushing. Like it will level your house if you have a right system. Like it's yeah, man. You'll break a window in your car.
The reverb is pretty intense. The feedback.
Man. It's so good. It's the tone. Yeah. But that's like a certain, you gotta like, it's also one of those like rainy Sunday bands, you know what I mean? Like you can't do that every single day,
No.
Yeah, it's so good though. It's so good.
I think you'd slip into a pretty deep depression if you listen to that every day.
Yeah, same goes for White Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your take on stuff like like the Melvins and all that sort of stuff? Like, are you guys into that sort of music or not so much?
Melvins are cool. I like the Melvins.
Yeah, me not so much. I feel like these guys.
I've never gotten so much into like that early or that I guess that kind of later punk, early '90s punk scene.
You like Red Cross though?
I do like. I love Red Cross. I love grunge. I love Nirvana. Soundgarden. Not Pearl Jam so much.
I like Alice in Chains a lot.
Yes, good band.
Cool.
Did you hear that album that came out last week by that band called the Marigolds?
No.
Marigolds, no.
I think it was the Marigolds. Give me 1 second. I'm going to double check that so I don't say it wrong. Sorry, I just caught up on like an entire week's worth of music yesterday, so it was a lot. But it was produced by one of the dudes from the Melvins. Yeah, the Marigolds. Sorry, no S on the end. Marigold. That's if you like punk and like some of that like grunge stuff from the 90s, you guys should check it out. It's pretty fun. It's like a mix between grunge, sludge, and like punk stuff, but it's a very 90s feel to it.
That sounds. I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds like something we would like.
Yeah, it's fun. I recommend it. It's through a label called Trepanation Recordings that we actually cover a lot of this stuff. They're cool guys. They put out a lot of interesting music.
Are they for bands?
What's that? Sorry.
Are they looking for bands to sign? Because we got a record.
Yeah, honestly, they cover a lot of different stuff. You could try reaching out to them. I can put you in touch with the owner if you want.
That would be very cool.
I would suggest if you for the Nirvana fan, Necrosis. Check out that band.
Necrosis.
Yeah. You're okay.
I think you'll really dig that. The album's called Leap of Faith.
Okay.
Really good. I think you'll dig that grunge style. The heaviness of Nirvana meets the minimal rock groove of Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes.
You'll love it. I think you'll love it.
Those are two of Ben's favorite things.
I'm in.
Yeah, man.
Brendan, did you want to ask those favorite question of yours that you always ask?
We got well, we've done a few of them just by talking, to be honest. But
you have.
If you guys could open up for any band, you got your 21 concert lined up. Who are you opening for?
Shit. Honestly,
Tribulation is one that we throw around.
Tribulation would be really fucking cool. I would love to play with them because I think it would really work well. Because we're not as heavy as them, but I think sonically and aesthetically it would work incredibly well.
Ghost
would be fun if they.
All right, yeah. You guys would actually be, I think, a lot of fun with Ghost.
Yeah, you guys. Have you heard of Vexing Hex?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Or Spellbook.
Yeah, they're another band that I kind of think shares some of that sort of gothic and sonic aesthetic with you guys. They're similar to Ghost, but they're much smaller band. So, check them out too. You might like them as well.
Vexing Hexing, you said?
Vexing Hex.
Vexing Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just said Spellbook over James while he was speaking.
Spellbook.
But yeah, you guys gotta check out Spellbook too. Yeah.
There's bands that I would love to play with. It's just I'm just never sure who exactly fit with. Who the audience of one band would necessarily like us.
I will say I would love to open for AFI, especially since Davey Havoc likes our band.
That would be very cool. You have to bring it up.
Dude, yeah.
I love it.
That is our claim to fame now. Davey Havoc likes our band. And that's it.
You guys have your core going on. Who would you like to collaborate with if you could collaborate with anyone, alive or dead?
Oh, but you've got an answer for this one.
Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age.
Nice.
I would love to write with him or have him
do like a desert sessions with him.
God,
nice.
Amazing. Who's a producer that Butch Vig would be amazing.
Yeah, I would love to have him produce the album art.
Who's like a musical collaboration that you guys would?
I feel like sitting in a room with Dave Grohl would produce a lot of cool music.
Yeah.
I feel like just like his vibe and his energy is just.
Yeah, you can't get in a room.
Just very creative.
Cool. Fred Durst.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. The best musical vocalist of all time, right?
The best lyricist of all
Let's
time.
hand it over to him.
One of our writers absolutely loves Limp Bizkit and Fred Durst. Unironically, Nick.
You
Nick,
gotta call him out? Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, he loves them.
He does. So,
He has Limp Bizkit vinyls, which I didn't even know existed.
Holy shit.
What a waste of wax.
Well, that's his guilty pleasure. What would be your guys' guilty pleasure?
I don't have any.
None?
No, I don't feel guilty about liking anything. I mean, I get made fun of.
That's a good answer, man.
Good answer.
Guys.
Yeah.
Ryan made fun of me for buying a Madonna record once.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
We tease each other, but I don't know. Anything that you're gonna listen to, even if, I don't know, it's gonna influence you. I love Carole King is one of my favorites. Jordan loves Patsy Cline. I don't think you should be.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of anything to listen to.
Yeah.
Except Ted Nugent.
There you go. That's fair.
Because
God damn it, this is good.
Yeah, but Stranglehold fucking rips, man.
Well, what's I guess the better way to put it is, what is a band that people criticize you for liking that you don't care about it? I mean, obviously you don't care if they criticize you. What's a band that people give you shit for?
Oh, there's probably plenty of those.
Better not be Fleetwood Mac.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is a band.
Yeah,
that
people don't like Red Hot Chili.
I don't get that.
Me neither, man. They've
I've
done
seen-
some real good justice.
I've seen them live, and that was one of the best live shows I've ever been to. They had so much stage presence and like energy.
a couple of years ago, I sang in a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band. It was some of
Good
the
for you.
most.
Stadium Arcadium, look at that shit. Like,
They have some great songs. It's kind of like a recent thing to hate them as well. Like last 10 years or so, just suddenly became cool to start hating the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, they were like
Sex,
coolest.
Slug the Magic. Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody's making fun of them. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, well, Metallica are like popular to hate now too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Bandwagon shit.
And it's the other thing as well. It's like the whole stereotype that's emerged that Slayer fans are idiots and stuff. I'm like, where did that come from?
yeah, I like Slayer. And I'm really smart.
For me, okay, Brendan, actually, I'll ask you, who do you like that people rip on you for?
Well, I don't have any friends.
They don't hate my music taste.
Yeah.
My wife rips on me for liking anything that's got like, aggressive vocals at all, ever.
Yeah, my girlfriend does.
My wife's not a fan of it either.
I was listening to the Bongzilla album. I'm like, listen to how groovy this is. And there's like, there's not many vocals, but the vocals that are there, she was just like, I just want to kill myself right now. I'm like, no, come on. I tried to be light. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Like some music, like really aggressive music, like how would you have him sing? Like nothing else would sound right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm listening to Morbid Angel, I don't want somebody to sing angelically
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
anyway.
or Autopsy or something. It's got to be gross.
You don't have Meatloaf singing over Morbid Angel music.
I would listen to it though. I'd be the contrarian dickhead who said, this is pretty amazing, actually.
I'm not against that experiment if someone wants to put that together, like a mashup of some sort.
Have you guys ever heard the Christopher Lee metal album?
Yes, I have.
Hey, oh my God, yeah.
He was like, how old? Like 83 or something, or 86, and he's writing about songs about Charlemagne, like bathing in the blood of pagans.
Yeah,
Oh God.
he won some award for like being the oldest ever like living creature to record a metal album.
Spill the blood of 4,000 Saxon men.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
Descendant, or was a descendant of Charlemagne?
No
Yeah,
shit.
he was. Yeah, I think I remember reading that.
Well, there you go.
That he's the coolest fucking person that's ever existed.
He was. That guy was absolutely awesome. Like, imagine being that old and be like, I'm going to release a metal album.
Yeah.
He was a metal artist. He was Saruman.
He was Dracula.
He was Dracula, and he was Scaramanga in the Man with the Golden Gun. That guy's the coolest guy that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Of his bucket list right up until the time he died.
Yeah, he's like metal album.
Yep.
Dude,
He's shit. I never released my metal album.
It's one of those things where it's like you will never be as cool as Christopher Lee.
Yeah, no.
I
Don't
won't.
even try.
I'm not even gonna try doing anything anymore.
Nah, man. You just got to do you, and that's it.
We're deleting all our tracks as we're talking.
Yeah, I guess for me, it's like the bands I get ripped on. The main band people give me shit for liking is, do you know that South African hip hop group, The Antwoord?
Oh, yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, I love them like a lot. I'm actually originally from South Africa, so I actually understand the Afrikaans lyrics to the song, so it makes me like it that much more. And like, I've seen them live, and that was one of the most enjoyable, like, high energy live shows I've ever seen. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good. Have you seen Chappie?
I have. I love that movie.
Great.
Yeah. I haven't seen the sequel to it though. Isn't there a sequel?
To Chappie?
I don't think so.
I don't
Or
think
am I
so.
thinking you're doing Chappie.
Chappie's the one with the robot,
Yeah, with the robot.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's got what's his name,
I feel like there's a
Dev
sequel.
Patel.
It's like a quasi sequel, maybe a prequel.
Are you talking about District 9?
If there is, I haven't seen it. I'm just keen to watch it, to check it out.
I think I've heard about it, and I feel like it's been on my list.
Elysium?
Maybe.
Well, there was a trilogy of
No.
movies. There was
Maybe it
this,
is Elysium.
that dude who made them. He made District 9. There's a sequel to District 9 coming out.
Maybe
And then there
that's
was
what I'm thinking of. And
that's
I'm
not
like
out
an
yet though.
idiot.
That's coming out still. And then there was Elysium, and then Chappie. I think he's just done the three. Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah. He was talking about doing an Alien movie, but I don't think that's happening.
Well, there's an Alien series coming. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I hope that's good because
I really hope so
Like
too.
based off the Giger stuff.
Yeah, based off like the original, it had nothing to do with like Prometheus or Alien Covenant, which both are not good.
Nice. I've been trying to. It was on a network I don't have. I want to see it. These like kids are raised by robots. Shit.
I told you to watch that. I watched that. What's it called? Something Wolves. Raised by Wolves.
Oh, Raised by Wolves. Yeah, I want to see it, but I don't have that network, and I'm just like,
It's
trying to watch that
HBO.
show. It's by Ridley Scott.
yeah, it's good. It's good. It's fantastic
Speaking of
sci-fi,
aliens.
but it gets pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to watch it.
Dude.
Wait, Ridley Scott made that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, I want to watch it so bad, and I haven't seen it.
I'll send you my HBO login.
Dude, I'll give you my Netflix. You need something? I got Hulu. What do you need? Let's trade.
I mean, like there's a few like TV series based on movies that have done all right. Like, did you guys watch the Exorcist series?
Yes, it is
I actually thought that was good.
really good.
I was gonna pick that up. I haven't done it yet.
I didn't realize
It's
that was
very
a
good.
series.
It's very enjoyable, actually.
Yeah, I was
Doing lots of
really,
sci-fi.
I was nervous when I saw they were making the series, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna ruin it. But it was actually way better than I expected.
That's how I felt about Hannibal. Hannibal was really good.
It was
The new Hannibal series.
Hannibal
Hannibal-
series, yeah.
Yeah, except for I feel like the last season they kind of lost like vision
Oh,
of what they were doing.
It
And
was
like,
beautiful. It was good.
I love the last season.
did
It
you?
was beautiful. It was good. I think it was really good.
I
They
like the
could've
whole
made it
series,
into
but I
a-
just
like they could have stretched it into like that season, maybe stretched it into another half a season.
wasn't it based on the books though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's Red Dragon, so it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah. It was really good, dude.
No, I thought that they cast it really well. Like, is his name Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah,
He was fantastic as Hannibal Lecter.
he was almost just as good as Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was just
brilliant.
it was just different, but it was very good.
It was so fucking love
Right
it.
after that, I listened to the book on tape, or I call it book on tape, but it's the Libby series or whatever. Like, you get a library card. I listened to a Hannibal Rising right after that, and it was just so good.
Is it good? I didn't like the movie.
I didn't watch the movie. I just listened to the book. I haven't. Yeah, man, it was good. I listened to the book. Bang, it was really good.
I would hope it's better than the movie.
Yeah, I actually
Isn't
didn't
it
watch the
always?
movie.
I feel like it's always better than the book. You just have to have like an imagination and be able to like paint pictures and have like a an attention span.
Oh, I agree. I mean, yeah, the only thing that I will say is better than the book is actually Lord of the Rings.
I have mixed feelings about that because I love both. I mean, I love both for different reasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're from New Zealand. You are a Hobbit, aren't you?
Only on my mom's side. But no,
Okay. With how the book is paced.
the book is very slow paced.
Yeah.
And I mean, the movies did a very good job of adapting the books, in my opinion. I thought they did a fantastic job. There is some really cool stuff in the books, I guess, left out, but you have to. The movie's already so long. There's no way that they could have included all of it.
My mom read those books to me when I was a kid.
Have them coming back to the Shire, and Saruman is there with an army, and he's like now like an old man or whatever, and you can't just add that shit and like all the hobbits get together and fight. Like nobody wants that at the end of Return of the King.
No, it's not needed. And like, there's some super annoying characters in the book. Like, what's his name? Tom.
Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, that guy. Like, why is this even in here?
Yeah.
Dead.
They
It's
needed a
just-
cheeky character.
That whole scene when they go to his house with him and his wife. I'm like, this entire chapter could have been left out of this book, and nothing would have changed. We might be offending some some of our listeners who are a bit like we do have some Tolkien fanatics. So I apologize if I've upset you or hurt your feelings.
You're pissing,
Tolkien's amazing. Oh man, that band.
you're pissing off Christopher Lee.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He's gonna haunt you.
Yeah, he's going to come back with the ghost of Charlemagne.
Gonna do
Brendan, was that did you have any other ones you wanted to cover, or was that the last one of those questions of yours?
No, man, we did it. I think we did it.
We did it. We did it, you guys.
We did it.
We did it. I think we did it.
Good job, everyone.
Do you guys have any questions for us?
Yes, actually. James, you heard the record, right?
Yeah, loved it.
I'm kind of curious, like, what your thoughts were. Like, did you have any standouts? Like, what was?
Yeah. Give me 1 second because I can't. For some reason, Bandcamp won't let me bring it up on my computer. So let me see if I can get up on my phone without ending the recording. Give me 1 second. If we drop out, that is why.
He's just gonna hang up so he doesn't have to tell us his stuff.
Here we go.
If it's anything
Okay.
like what I've heard, it's amazing.
Yeah, track 3, Ritual Scars. I really like that one. And I think, what was the single called that you guys brought out already?
There were 3 of them.
Which ones were the singles?
Wickedest of the Night, Pale White Horses, and Seventh Seal.
Okay, 13
Seven
Candles
Seals
was
good.
13 Candles was the other one I really liked. That wasn't the single. I thought that one was fantastic. Actually, honestly, the whole thing was fantastic. And Pale White Horses, I mean, that was the first song I heard of you guys. That was what Hyde sent me. That's a fantastic track. Yeah, I mean, other than the singles, my 2 standouts are probably Ritual Scars and 13 Candles.
Right on. Yeah, those are 2 of our favorites, definitely.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, Brendan, I'm gonna give you the file copies of these because you need to check this album out.
Yeah, no, I definitely. Well, I've heard Seven Seal, and I like that, and I can just imagine that the rest of it's fucking stellar. So.
Oh, it's all very different. It's all pretty different, man. Like there's a lot of different stuff on the album, which is why I liked it so much. But
I feel like
I will.
Albums, or at least like the music that I've heard is like one of those, like, you know, you guys are like something that you're banging out like in the spring, summertime with your music, like windows down, driving somewhere. You got friends over and parties. Like, it's just fucking, it's nice.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna get a review out for you guys in the next like week or 2, so I'll tell you a bit more in detail what I think in that.
Cool, sounds great.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having us on here. This was
fun.
Fun.
No worries. So just before you go, the last thing I was asking is there anything that you want to say to whoever's listening, like about what's coming out or projects, albums, where to check you out, any of that stuff?
Do you need any band members?
Just keep following us. Just keep listening. We have more stuff all the time. We're constantly working. We'll have this album out May 14th.
Hopefully it won't be too long before the new stuff comes out too.
Yeah. We've got new stuff in the works already. We're starting to book shows. Hopefully we'll be able to see you soon. We're excited.
Anyone who has listened to us before or is planning on checking us out, just thank you so much.
Yeah. And please share it with fucking everybody. We want to be able to come and play wherever you are. We want to just play everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. We'll play with a crust band in a basement.
Michael McDonald in a basement.
I would do that. I fucking love Michael McDonald.
Basement show.
Let's play with the Doobie Brothers.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. It's been absolutely awesome chatting to you guys. And when you guys have some new albums coming out in the future, hit us up and we'll probably get you on again. Talk about the new stuff.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. And for everyone listening, thanks for tuning in, and listen next time for another interview. Thanks.